It's your boy Rich Long. Hold on. I'm about to pull off in a second. Got too much going on. Give me 1 second, y'all. I need to brush my hair and shit, but what you see is what you get. I got a couple hours before I gotta go to work. And I got a fresh word for y'all. Listen. This recently happened to me. I've been experiencing this. And I know I'm not the only one. When the chosen withdraw their energy, people get upset. And they feel that you've done something to them by not dealing with them. See, God's chosen children have a healing energy. We have an energy that's comforting, that feels like home to some people. People on your job, people who maybe you go to school with, people who maybe they're your neighbors. Some people are looking forward to you, even your haters. Some people don't feel right on their post till you get where you're going. Some people don't feel right at that job till you get at your desk. Some people don't feel right in your presence unless you've greeted them in some type of way. People want the recognition of the chosen ones. Everyone who has a bright light, who God created with purpose. We're battling daily for our joy, to keep our good things, to maintain the victory. Hell, we're even battling for our own energy. People want to become us at times. They don't know if they want to be in a competition or beat us, because they damn sure can't beat us. So a lot of times they'll try to join you. But when they begin to see that you march to the beat of your own drum, you may be a loner, or hell, you might be like me. I'm the leader of the wolf pack, but I'm okay with leading from the background. You know what I'm saying? I know you feel me from back here. I can see everything that's going on from back here. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, a lot of times people will get things confused because we move with such elegance and grace and justice that we're not going around mistreating people. So we'll play the role of a good guy at times. See, I wear multiple hats. So when people don't see the totality of me and they only see the good guy, sometimes they'll try to play me. And when they begin to play and go low, I go to hell and back. And once I've gotten some act right out of their ass, because I don't play like that, now we're all looking at each other and they're uncomfortable for a while. And then when their tactics to gather the troops fall through, because it always will. When they go and get other people, you'll defeat them as well. Because we're something like, how can I put this? For us, every knock is a boost. So we're damn near invincible. When we're in our higher selves, our north node, when we're in alignment with what God has set before us, we can't be defeated. And once the Lion of Judah begins to roar, they will cower and flee. Them and the niggas they brought with them. But see, me, I've been going through this for a while, so I already know. When all else fails, they'll try to be friends again. But my life isn't a revolving door, and I don't let the enemy come back in to finish me. So that's where the true revelation begins for them, when they see that they can't come back and that they missed out on a real one. They will act right the next time they encounter a person who came to shed light. Because, we can come off a bit bougie at times. I know. And people tell me shit like that when they get mad. And I've said this before. I am better than a lot of silly shit that people pull. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stunts and games that people play, I don't play them. I really don't do a lot of fronting, and it ain't no hoe card to pull. It's for real. We can shut shit down. But and I don't have to do much. I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm saying there's something bigger than me backing me. Do you hear me? And I just won't accept defeat in the smallest ways, the largest ways. I just keep going and going and going. And a hater can't stand that. For real. They can't stand that shit. They really, they don't believe we made it this far. They can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? They want to tip their hat to us, but it will reveal what we already know, that they were admiring us all the while. So they'll never tell the truth and keep it real. The truth ain't in them. Remember, they're the devil. They're a liar. And even those who try to keep it a little bit real, they can only keep it real for so long, because they're battling God's chosen one. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I mean by they can only keep it real for so long. If they were to keep it real with themselves, they would realize that they have problems that don't include you, and they would tend to those problems. But because they won't do that, God always has to create more problems for them so that they can have something to do, so that they can be busy putting the pieces of their life back together while we're going into our promised land. It never fails. I saw yesterday someone who had basically been minding my business ever since I started working for this company I work for. She hated for me to see her car was broke down yesterday. And I grinned. But it wasn't that I felt happy that it was happening. I was glad she had some business to occupy her so she wouldn't be in mine. You know what I mean? It's sad that it has to be like that. But won't he do it? I'm not going to hold y'all too long, because this is pretty much cut and dry. The chosen, we need a lot of time to ourselves to reflect and to talk to God. And when God begins revealing us to people and peeling back the curtains of our lives to show people who we are, a lot of times they don't compute the revelation right away. It's weird to them because they have never met someone like you, someone so peculiar. You intrigue them. And some of them might want to even be with you and sleep with you and things like that, because there's a lot of energy exchanges when it comes to us. We're introverted yet extroverted at the same damn time. We're natural born leaders. We play no games, so it's straight alpha energy 9 times out of 10. And we don't try to fit in. See, this is a stark quality we have. We never try to fit in. We create our own lane, and people have to follow us or wait their turn. You know, and it takes a special type of person to be in our lives as friends, companions, even an adversary. All of my enemies are great men. Most people aren't my enemies, they're haters. Do you hear me? Yeah. The chosen are light. It draws in a lot of people who are dark, in need of enlightenment. And sometimes these people will get offended at our presence. You know what I'm saying? Because you're exposing them by just being you. You expose the fake by keeping it real. You expose lazy people by working hard. You expose the principalities of darkness by shedding light. You expose the devil by being godly. You expose people who are wicked by being righteous. Just by you being you and being placed at a certain designated area at a certain time, which is your post. You're causing warfare for your enemies, whether you know it or not. An internal warfare is taking place in the hearts of your enemies. And sometimes they want to physically fight you because of this. And this is why I tell y'all that y'all have to stay mindful of these different tactics that the enemy will use, because they'll try to create an open door or a simple argument so that they can devise a scheme to try to steal your freedom or your life. And you're much too valuable to fall for these games and tactics. You know, God will be with you all the while. But some of these things we can avoid. And if it's possible, we want to always keep our freedom. We want to always keep our health. We want to keep our joy and our good things binded to us. And above all else, we want to keep it real. I appreciate y'all for tuning in with me. Y'all tap that like button. If y'all aren't subscribed, subscribe, and keep communing with your brother. And I'll be back ASAP like Rocky. Peace.